There is one place on this planet where a single wrong step could rewrite history. Two rival armies, only a few paces apart, locked in a 24/7 stare-down. That's what you think the border is. It isn't. Because the real border is not a line, but a 4-kilometer superstructure engineered not to stop intruders, but to ensure no human ever gets the chance to try. This is the only place on the planet where two hostile armies look straight into each other's eyes, 24/7. Just a few steps apart. A line that isn't a line at all, because the real line is a 4-kilometer wide killing machine. They say crossing the Berlin Wall was hard. Crossing the DMZ is impossible. It is a system designed for a 100% failure rate. But impossible is just a theory. History has recorded cases where that theory was wrong. This isn't a story about politics. This is a technical analysis, a brain-hacking look into the logic of the defectors who found the glitch in the planet's most complex security system. Layer 1. North Korea's high-voltage electric fence, guarded by thousands of soldiers. Fail here, you're shot or sent to a labor camp. Most escapes end right here, but let's say you get past it. Layer 2. The northern buffer zone. This is where the horror begins. Millions of anti-personnel mines, a legacy from the 1950s. They've been there so long. They've been shifted by rain and landslides. No one, not even the people who laid them, knows their exact location. You don't walk. You crawl, centimeter by centimeter. Let's say you get lucky. You reach Layer 3, the military demarcation line. This is the actual border, an invisible line on the ground. This is the point of no return. But you're not safe. You've just entered the southern buffer zone, Layers 4 and 5. More minefields, and then the South Korean sensor fence. A multi-billion-dollar system of thermal cameras, motion sensors, and automated sentry towers. This is the final logical trap. You've made it past the enemy, only to be shot by friends. South Korean guards are trained to shoot anything that moves in the DMZ without authorization. If you yell in Korean, you might be shot. If you don't yell, you will be shot. This system is perfect, and it has failed at least 3 times, in ways no one could have predicted. The first piece of evidence, and also the most shocking. Most escapes happen in secret, in the dead of night. But this one happened in broad daylight, at the most impossible location, the JSA 1511. Soldier Oh Chong-song broke the first rule. He made noise. He drove a jeep straight at the border. He hacked the system using sheer speed. The vehicle was stuck. He got out, running. And this is the mind-hacking moment. 4 North Korean soldiers gave chase. They opened fire. More than 40 rounds. They did the forbidden. In their panic, the North Korean soldiers fired across the border. They violated the armistice agreement. He was shot 5 times, but he was across. He lay there, bleeding, in the no man's land. It took several minutes for South Korean soldiers to crawl out and drag him to safety. Analysis. Oh Chong-song didn't hack the minefields or the fences. He hacked the psychology of the JSA. He turned the 4-kilometer DMZ into a 50-meter sprint. He bet that the chaos would create a temporary glitch, and he won. But not everyone uses the main gate. Exhibit B shows an even more incredible glitch in the system. November 2020. An unidentified North Korean man crossed the 3-meter South Korean fence. And here's the brain-hacking part. He was a former gymnast. He used a technique similar to a pole vault to go over the top of the fence. South Korea's multi-billion-dollar sensor system was perfectly designed to detect pressure when someone cuts, climbs, or leans on the fence. It was not designed for an object flying over it without touching it. This defector found a physics glitch in the system's design. He was captured 14 hours later, deep inside South Korean territory. Exhibit C, the swimmer. In 2012, another North Korean soldier did what the system didn't expect. He didn't cross the land. He crossed the water. He swam across the Imjin River, one of the rivers that flows through the DMZ. Analysis. Millions of mines, electric fences, thermal cameras. Nearly the entire system is designed to monitor land. The river was a natural loophole. The defector exploited it. So, how do you cross the most dangerous border on the planet? By not playing by its rules. The DMZ machine is a massive, logical system designed by engineers to counter a logical enemy. It anticipates a logical infiltration by special forces. But these defectors, they aren't logical. They are desperate. They are the variables the system cannot compute. You don't hack the DMZ with technology. You hack it with an act of desperate, inhuman will. A suicide dash, an impossible leap, or a swim in the dark. They found the glitch because they were the only ones with nothing left to lose.